Hallo agus fáilte go lesan a hundiag. Ha mi creidsinn bheil. In this lesson, we're going to look at the dependent clause, how we form dependent clause in sentences, and that will allow us to talk about your opinion on things. So often in conversations, we want to be less certain or express an opinion about something. If we think about a sentence in English, I think that it is raining. Introducing that allows us to state an opinion. We're not just saying it is raining, but we think that it is raining. And in that English example, the word that isn't necessary. I think it is raining would be okay in English. But in Gaelic, you have to use a special form to link these two sentences. And we do that by introducing the particle gun or gum with BFMP. So gun changes to gum with BFMP. So here we have two sentences, and these demonstrate that we're using ha twice essentially. Ha mi gra, I am saying. Ha mi gra. And then part two, ha mi ski. So if we want to say I am saying that, we need to use this gun particle to join them. So we do this using the dependent form of the verb. This is the one we've seen with an ro, a bheil, and an bee. So that's where we've seen the dependent form previously, with a question or with a negative. So to use this linking particle, gun, we get gun ro. Instead of an ro or cha ro, we have gun ro. A bheil, we have bheil. Bheil. And where we had an bee, the linking form, bee. So this dependent part stays the same, and we're introducing gun or gum before a B, F, M, or P. Bheil is often the odd one out in that it does its own thing. So here we just have bheil, we don't have bheil, which is traditionally what it would have been. This is the kind of modern form. So ha u gra bheil mi ski. That's how we'd have liked these two sentences. Ha mi gra bheil mi ski. So this second ha is changing to bheil. If we were doing that in the past tense, va I gra ro u tolige. So she was saying that you were happy. The first example, you are saying that I am tired. She was saying that you were happy. Vai gra ro utolige. Ha iad gra bi sin ferregach. So ha iad gra, they are saying. Bi sin, that we will be ferregach, angry, furious. Ha iad gra bi sin ferregach. They're saying that we will be angry. So that's how we use this with the present tense of the verb to be. Ha goes to bheil. Va becomes ro. Ha, well, actually, we don't need to use these with the correct, they don't need to correspond with the verb here. So in the future tense, rather than be, we have gan be. So you can mix the tenses here. You don't have to say ha geweld, va gan ro. We can also say ha gan be. So these second parts, this would have been ha mi ski, and it's become geweld mi ski. This would have been va u tolletje, you were happy, and it's become gan ro u tolletje. This would have been be shin ferigach, and it's become gan be shin ferigach. This same rule applies to all verbs. So in the last lesson, we saw that the dependent form of the verb to go, rach, was jach. So we saw an jach, did go, question, and the answer being chai, went, or chajach, didn't go. So jach is the dependent, the same as be, ro, and vel are the dependent form, which means when we introduce gun, we use jach. So ha mi agra gun jach mi awn. Ha mi agra gun jach mi awn. I am saying that I went there. That I went. So if we break the second part of the sentence, what would this have been? Chai mi awn. So ha mi agra, chai mi awn, ha mi agra gun jach mi awn. Ha iad agra bi shin ferigach, ha iad agra gun bi shin ferigach. We can also do this in a negative way. I am saying that I'm not tired. That I am not. So to do that in Gaelic, we need to use nachel. Ha mi agra nachel mi ski. Ha mi agra nachel mi ski. I am saying that I am not tired. Va agra nachro shiv tolletje. He was saying, you plural, weren't happy. Ha gra nach bi I ferigach. You are saying that she would be angry. Ha gra nach bi I ferigach. Ha shin gra nach jach shin awn. Ha shin gra nach jach shin awn. We are saying that we didn't go there, didn't go. So again, if we split these sentences and we just use these second parts, what would these have been? Nachel mi ski would have been chanel mi ski. So that's what's happening here. We're linking a sentence, the first part, with one which would have been negative, chanel mi ski, ha mi agra nachel mi ski. Here we would have had charo shiv tolletje. Charo shiv tolletje, va agra nachro shiv tolletje. Chavi is the negative of be, so chavi I ferigach. She won't be angry. Chavi I ferigach, ha u agra nach bi I ferigach. And we didn't go. Cha jach shin. Cha jach shin awn. Ha shin agra nach jach shin awn. So basically you're looking to see if it was a positive form of the verb or a negative. And if you want to link positively, ha mi ski, ha agra gevel mi ski. va útáide, bheith gra gunró útáide. Bí sin ferigach, haid a gra gumbí sin ferigach. Chai mi awn, ha mi a gra gunjach mi awn. In the negative context then, chanel mi ski, ha mi a gra nachel mi ski. Charóisih tolige, bheith gra nachróisih tolige. Chaví I ferigach, ha a gra nach bí I ferigach. Chadeach sin awn, ha sin a gra nach deach sin awn. So that's gun when it's positive and nach when it's negative. Ha gra gyda mi ski, you're saying that I am tired. Vai gra gunro útolige. She was saying that you were happy. Ha de gra gun bí sin ferigach. They are saying that we will be angry. Ha mi gra gun deach mi awn. I'm saying that I did go. Ha mi gra nachel mi ski. I'm saying that I'm not tired. Vai gra nachróisih tolige. He was saying that you, plural, were not happy. Ha gra nach bí ferigach. You are saying that she won't be angry. Ha sin a gra nach deach sin awn. We are saying that we didn't go. So you can see here in these examples that we're using a gra, saying, some other useful verbal nouns that we might want to use to introduce an opinion about something. A creidsinn, believing, a creidsinn. Think credulous. In English, it's coming from the same root, so credge, believe, believability, incredulous, credulous. A creidsinn, believing, a creidsinn. We also have a smoungin, thinking. A smoungin, which is often, perhaps more commonly heard as a smounnichig. These are both used. And it's not one or the other. The same speaker will use both a smoungin and a smounnichig. So thinking. Ha mi a smounnichig, ha mi a creidsinn, ha mi a gra. So these are the type of verbal nouns, the type of verbs that we're going to use to introduce dependent clauses. So here we have some example sentences. We have sentences here, ha a furach and then porstrig. He is living in Portree. So what we're going to do is turn this sentence we've been given here into a dependent clause, starting with whatever introduction you like. So we can have ha mi a gra, ha mi a smoungin, ha mi a creidsinn. So ha mi a gra, ha a furach and a porstrí. Ha mi a gra. So we're looking for the verb. What's the verb? The verb is ha, to be. Is, he is. So here's the verb. What tense is it in? Ha is in the present tense. So ha becomes gu vil. Ha mi a gra gu vil a furach an porstrí. So next, chaví sin ag gobad amárach. And we're going to introduce that with ha mi a smoungin, or ha mi a smounnichig. Chaví sin ag gobad amárach. So again, what's the verb? It's another to be, chaví. Chavishin, we won't be. So what tense is it in? It's in the future tense, be, and it's negative. So chavi. So chavi becomes nachbi. Hamias München, nachbi shin gobydd ymarach. Chanial edol gantai. Chanial edol gantai. He is not going to the house. So hamia kretchen, I believe. So again, we have the verb to be, is, and it's in the negative. Chaniel, he is not going, and it's in the present tense. Chaniel. So Chaniel becomes nachel. Hamia kretchen, nachel. Adol and tai. Charodynja a gehéli a raydd. Charodynja gehéli a raydd. There was nobody at the Ceili last night. So person, charo person. There wasn't a person at the Ceili last night. So again, it's was to the verb to be, it's negative, and it's past tense. So that's what we're looking for here, identifying what the verb is, what tense it's in, and whether it's positive or negative. So here we have a choice of how we're introducing that. Ha, mi, agra will do because it's shorter. Ha, mi, agra. Charo, ha, mi, agra, nach, ro. Dynja, ag, chéili, raydd. Ha, mi, agra, nach, ro. Dynja, ag, chéili, raydd. Chai mi geërin anuddi. Chai mi geërin anuddi. I went to Ireland last year. Chai mi geërin. So, ha mi agra. Here we have a new verb, a different verb. We have chai, I went. So it's in the past tense, it's went. Chai, and it's positive. So it's positive, it means it's gone. And what's the dependent form of chai if chai is the independent? The dependent of chai is jach. So ha mi agra gun jach mi gu eidin nuddi. Okay, chajach mi gusasin adiev. Chajach mi gusasin adiev. I didn't go to England ever. I never went to England. So we have the same verb. We have went, go. Chajach, didn't go. So it's negative. Chajach mi. Ha mi smuinjechuk. Cha, negative, so it's nach. And jach mi gu sasin adiev. So chajach nachjach. Ha mi smuinjechuk nachjach mi gu sasin adiev. Vai choferigach. Vai choferigach. So she was so angry. Was the verb to be. It's in the past tense. Va, and it's positive. So ha mi creidsinn, va positive, so it's gun. What's the dependent form of va? And ro, va charo, so gun ro. I cho ferigach. Ha mi a creidsinn gan ro I cho ferigach. I believe she was so angry. Bí an tuisce ann na marach. Bí an tuisce ann na marach. So there will be rain tomorrow. Future tense then. Will be, so it's the verb to be. Be. Ha mi smooching. Be positive future tense. So gum be. Ambi be chavi. Ha mi smooching. Gum be. Tuisce ann marach. Ga bhí sneach ann a dhíost. Ga bhí sneach ann a dhíost. Na chumas athraithe na gcathaoide a dul. Global warming keeps up. Ga bhí sneach ann a dhíost. There won't be snow again. Ha mi a gra. So ga bhí won't be negative. Future. It's negative, it must be nach. And because it's negative, this is already the dependent form, so nach be. Nach doesn't want out the be. Sneach ann a dhíost. Ha cho blá an bliana a dhíost. Chud agéad athraithe na gcathaoide. Again, because of global warming stalcha. Perhaps ha cho blá an bliana. It's so warm this year. Ha cho blá an bliana. Ha So ha mi smooching. Ha is positive, so it's go. And evel, ha chanel, gevel. Dependent form vel. Cho blá an bliana this year. So that's how we go through these. Basically what we're looking for is in the sentence we're looking to join up what is the verb and is it positive or negative, and what tense it's in, so we know what the right form to use is. So lastly we have a dialogue. I'll read through this first of all and then go back through it line by line. So, hello Callum, Cato Maria Fudach Anish. Hi Alistair, ha mi a creidsinn gyfali Fudach yn y dynfegin Anish. O fel, fa mi a smooching gynoi Fudach yn y borstri iddi hast. Chaniel, fa gra nach ro porstri ma idydd. Yn ro, ha mi eisiau smooching gyfal porstri ma gylior. Wel, fa gra gyfal I ciarch gylior, ach gyfal dynfegin snoc. A chiarcht. Wel, am bi ydol ysdiach gyporstri sy'n obydd. Hai gra gybi ydol am gach la iddo fas. Efeli y creidsinn gybi bas am gach la. Chaniel mis y creidsinn gybi. Chaniel my mis y. Ach, sy'n na hai gra. So, new words here. Ach, but, inish, now, hast, still, gach, every, so gach la, gach seachtain, gach eiche, every day, every week, every night. Aegid, we've seen before, at all, and will, just Gaelic spelling of well, which I think we've seen before as well. So, hello Callum, Catch van Maria for the Chanish. Hello Callum in the vocative, a Callum. Where is Mary staying now? Hi Alistair, ham je kretchen gebilje fuddag en een vegan inish. And you can repeat those sentences after me, pausing the video if you need to, and then you can attempt to translate these before I give away the answers. So, hi Alistair, I believe that she is living in Dunvegan, which is in Skye, now. O Avel. O is. So O. The Avel is responding to Gevelia Furach and Dunvegan. So it's Vel. Oh, Avel. Oh, is she? Wanneer smuntje genoeg furdag en een porstrie haast. I thought, I was thinking that she was living in Portree still. I thought she was still living in Portree. Wanneer smuntje genoeg furdag en een porstrie haast. Genial. Waar je graag nachro porstrie ma ichith. So she isn't still living there. She was saying that Portree isn't good at all. And Ro, was she? Ha misha is smooching gewil Portree ma genood. I think Portree is good enough, okay. Well, vai gra gewil ik kerst genood. Ach, ha gewil den vegan snog. So she was saying that it is okay, it is right enough, but that Dunvegan is nice. So here we have vai agra guveli kerskiljood ach guvel Dunvegan snog. So she was saying that it is okay, but that Dunvegan is nice. So we have two dependents there, split with but. Kerst. Wel an bí I dul isteach go porstrí san opith. Right. Well, will she be going into Portree for work? An bí dul isteach go porstrí san opith. Ha je gra go bí dul an gach lá the bus. She is saying, she says, that she will be going every day on the bus. En wil je kretchen can be bus an gach lá. Chan je misje kretchen can be. So is she believing, does she believe that there will be a bus every day? I am not believing. I don't believe there will be. Chan je misje kretchen can be. I don't believe there will be. Chan je an de misje. Neither am I. So neither Alistair nor can be a bus every day. Ach, she sin na ha gra. But that's what she says, that's what she's saying. Sin na ha I gra. That's what she is saying. So hopefully that dialogue makes sense. We're seeing a lot of linking words there, so lots of dependent clauses. This feature is extremely useful. And basically in this lesson, all we've done is introduce the words gun and nach, the particles that allow us to link sentences like this. So in terms of additional vocabulary, we've not seen a huge amount, perhaps a couple of new verbal nouns, but this grammatical feature allows us to do a lot with the language we've learned so far. So we're no longer restricted to ha mi agianav, ha mi ski, ha u toliche. We can now link sentences together, which is very useful. And we'll see that in lessons going forward, that things like gunjach and nachjach are very useful and allow us to expand how we talk about things and link ideas together. It's very seldom in English that we would just say, it's raining, it looks like it's raining, I think it's raining. You add a bit of uncertainty to what you're going to say, or you give an opinion about it. So not a huge amount of vocabulary in this lesson, but a very useful grammatical structure that we'll see come up again and again. So worthwhile just going through these sentences and getting clear in your head the link between the positive form and bheil and the negative form and nachel, nachro, nachbi. So, tap leave, I guess, see you again.